Hi everyone, this is how I fitted my USB docking station to my Yamaha R6. So there's the USB docking station. It's got two USB ports. What I've done is I've fitted it to a RAM mount. There's the actual RAM mount ball and it's stem mounted, and I've tie wrapped it in a crisscross. If you can see the tie wraps there, basically go underneath and around it, and that's the front of it, if you can see how I've done it. And it's the best place I can find to actually fit it, and I prefer it here actually. So yeah, that's where I've mounted it. I've got the tank up and everything and the seats off so I can do the wiring. So basically I've run the wire. Don't know if you're going to be able to see all this, but I've run it. I've put the petrol tank up there and I've run the wire under the air box. Just basically just force the wire in here under the air tank and run it across here, and from down here I've come down to where the battery is. There's a gap right underneath here, and I fed the wire and the fuse holder through there, and the wires here, basically the wires there come with the fuse holder. And what you're supposed to do is connect it straight to your battery, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it to this fuse block what I bought. I've done a video on this, and basically it's a fuse box. I've got a choice of having devices connected up permanently, or if I wanted I could have them just switched when the ignition key is turned on. I can have up to 6 things connected up here with their own fuses, and basically what I'm going to do is, because this wire is so long and it's got a fuse holder, I've taken the fuse out. It was a 7.5 fuse in it, and I've replaced it with a, don't know if you can see that, a 30 amp fuse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this wire up to the fuse block, and I'm going to run it up to here. I'm going to cut the wire about here and connect it to the fuse block, and the other side of it I'm going to connect to the battery and run it back and connect it to this point here. So I'll connect the positive up there, the negative there from the battery, and I'll get a switch wire and connect that there. So that's what I need to do next. Basically I'll do that and I'll show you what I've done. So right, see you in a minute. So right, basically all I've done so far is I've just cut the wire. So I've cut it, I've committed myself. There's the fuse holder and the wire. Hope that's long enough. We'll just have to take it as we come, or else if it's not long enough then we'll have to get some more wire, which I haven't got. Right, I'm just going to open this fuse block. Don't want to lose these screws. That's the fuse block which has been opened. So I'll be connecting my battery connections there, and my devices will connect on either side. That'll be the positive side and that'll be the ground side, and the fuse holders are in the middle. Just grab a fuse. Right, there's a fuse, micro fuse. So if you was to put it in there, won't push it all the way in, but if you connected it there, it'd be on permanent then. Even if you turn the ignition on, it'd stay on constantly. It'd be good for an alarm or something like that if you had it connected. but if you want it switched, you have to put it on the right hand side, two connectors there, so it'd be like that. So right, let's see if we can connect this up. So I'm going to connect the fuse block basically in there. I want to be able to pull it out up to here, so if I've got any issues I can hopefully pull it out and sort it out. So right, I'm going to just strip some of the sleeving back. Just going to run this wire through here, see what the length is like. Not much to play with, but it's tight. Just going to get rid of some of the sleeving. Really good stripper. This is a CK wire stripper, and it'll do crimping and it'll cut in the middle as well. It's pretty good. It'll do any wire, well, more or less any wire. So right, so that's that wire ready. Strip some sleeving off the battery wire. See if it does two wires at once. Yeah, it does actually. That's pretty good. Tight, very tight. The wires are just going to make it, maybe. Just have to give it a go and see how it goes. Got my fingers crossed. That'll be better to run the wires this way. So I'm just going to connect the positive in there and the 12 volt DC connector. once you've tightened it up, just give it a little tug to make sure it's in proper. And that's the negative, the ground. Push it all the way in, the terminal up. So there you go. The only thing I'm missing is the switched wire, which I can't connect at the moment because I'm waiting for a positive connection, which I'm going to connect here into my brake light, or else I'm going to connect it to my license plate light. So it doesn't need much power, it just senses the power, so it knows when to turn it on and off. So right, that's the power supply connected.